Hello everyone, my name is Shuck and Not Stirred,
And my name is Supermaster K1.
and this is our Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. Every week we'll be opening up a box of either a core set or a side set of Yu-Gi-Oh! Product and just keep going in chronological order till we've got nothing left.
The winner of that week will be spinning a prize wheel with some fun and interesting stuff to help beef up our decks over time.
But that's enough explanation. Without further ado, this is the TikTok Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series.
I am going to keep running back this deck until it betrays me. So here we are, with the wheel again. I don't know what I want from this, so give me something. 5 packs of the last set, sure. Here's our reward, 5 packs of Gold Series 2008, let's go. We got everything. I'm just gonna... That's how it goes. Add to collection. I will see you for Light of Destruction.
Okay, so unfortunately we didn't get there. I tried to make 6 Sams work, and actually I had to double check to see if I'm on a third loss in a row. I don't think I am. Did I win Fan of Darkness? It's been a minute since recording, so I'll get back to you on that one. But if I do find this out, I will put it in the video. But aside from that, we are on to Light of Destruction. Say it with me, folks, a set that changes everything. This set introduces the Lightsworn archetype. Lightsworns are a series of light monsters that revolve around milling your own deck out to get to pay cost on some pretty powerful effects for the time. And can fuel big payoffs like Judgment Dragon, which requires you to have 4 more Lightsworn monsters with different names in your graveyard. This is about as powerful as Dark Arm Dragon is, but it wasn't as strong to overlap it in the meta relevancy. But it is very strong, and it's what ultimately wind up kind of replacing it during the Synchro era once that thing left. If it even did, I'm not even sure. But other than that, another big hand trap, I think realistically the second most important hand trap that's been printed at this point, Honest, where if a light monster you control battles, you can just send this card to the graveyard. This monster can attack you to attack a monster it's battling, so you could just crash into anything if it was a light monster. But other than that, in the secret rares, there's not much else to talk about. Oh, no, there is. Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo was a very quintessential card in what everyone has dubbed the anti-meta strategy. So that would revolve around just kind of keeping your opponents from playing the game, similar to stacks in Magic the Gathering, where it just kind of keeps your opponent from special summoning things, activating effects, stuff like that. This was kind of the first piece in that kind of anti-meta strategy, and it's seen play in those anti-meta strategies even to this day. But past that, we do get a pretty big card in the rare slot, and that being Substitute. Substitute was pretty quintessential in the Frog FDK strategy at the time, using things like Substitute, Mass Driver, stuff like that, to just kind of keep recycling cards and draining your opponent's life total out. I don't know if we'll be able to do this time around, but we'll keep an eye on it. Another part of that anti-meta strategy at the point was deck lockdown, although this kind of had the same restriction as something like Swords of Revealing Light and Nightmare Steel Cage, where it would blow itself up after 2 turns. But other than that, not much else left here to talk about. Super rares are where things get a little bit more interesting. This is Gladiator Beast Gazirus. This might get us back on Gladiator Beasts, but we have to pull it first. This fuses with Bestiari, and then you can, when it's special summoned, you can target up to 2 cards in the field to destroy those targets, which is pretty good for just kind of playing your deck out, not having to run a poly to play it out. And then it can tag out into 2 more Gladiator Beasts that aren't Bestiari. Other than that, there are things like Raikou. Raikou is very important. It becomes the most important light monster in the format going forward for a little bit. Being able to either... Well, no, you blow something up, and then you mill 3, which is pretty important. Because then you get things like Wolf, which will summon itself if it's milled, which is a 2100 4-star monster. Yeah, pretty good. Not much else in the super rares slot to talk about that I'll actually see any real play. Ultra rare is a little weird. We're mainly here looking for Lightsworn cards, that being Solar Recharge, which lets you discard a Lightsworn and draw 2 cards, then mill 2, as well as Lila and Celestia. These aren't really reliable to pull. They're ultras. I mean, we're more likely to pull something like freaking Phantom Dragon or Super Ancient Dino Beast. But these are pretty important in the Lightsworn strategy. They're not required, necessarily, but they would help out a lot. And the Ultimate Rares are the exact same as the Ultra Rares. And then in our comment slot, here's where we see another big archetype at the point, which was the Arcana Force monsters. These are a set of monsters that evolve around flipping a coin. They are not that good. There's only one real good one, and that's the one we're looking at currently, the Fool, which just can't be destroyed by battle. Yeah, that's all I can really talk about the Arcana Force monsters. And then we have all the other Lightsworns that are here, Jane being the big one, Garoth, and Graganeth. There's just not much else. Oh, and the quintessential meme card, Cup of Ace, toss a coin. If it's heads, draw 2. Tails, your opponent draws 2. But yeah, other than that, there's not a whole lot here left to focus on. One more piece to the anti-meta strategy in Summon Limit, but I've kind of been rambling for the past 6 minutes. We're hoping to just kind of pull out an Honest out of our butts, and possibly a Gazirus. I'm not looking to really build Lightsworn. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not really trying to force it, you know? So we're going to get into this. We also have 5 packs of Champion Pack 6 since we lost. And we're just going to open those up right now. Garbage. Garbage. Of course, the flip monster I don't care about. Garbage. And garbage. Stratos is in this champion pack, I should mind you. So, yeah, we missed out on that. Anyway, Light Instruction time. Not a whole lot here to talk about. We got the Fool. That's something. Okay, this is what I missed out on, actually. Batteryman Industrial Strength is pretty important for Batterymen. We might try Batterymen with this. I'm not sure. I still want to try something with Dark Arm Dragon. But that is also something to keep in mind. I'm glad we got that. Ducker Mobile Cannon. This just returns a level 4 monster from our graveyard back to our hand. That's all it does, and that's all it'll ever do. Magical Exemplar. What do? Are you spell counters? Doesn't want to load. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. Each time a spell card is activated, place 2 spell counters on this card. When the spell resolves, once per turn, you can remove any number of spell counters, special one, special one. Okay, so you get to revive a spellcaster equal to the amount of spell counters on it. Okay. That's 2 Simorgh, Bird of Ancestries. Helios Trace Magistus. Oh, hey, hold up. Screw this thing. Substitute. Hello. Gotta keep in mind of that now. That's great. These are bad cards. I don't even think we have the full Helios line. And, oh, hey, look, Destiny and Dragoon, a card we can't play because we don't have access to Plasma, I don't think. I don't think so. Maybe. I'm not certain on that one. Lumina is pretty good. Deck Lockdown is fine since we're still on Pot of Greeds, and that's our 3rd Simorgh. Good lord. Batteryman Industrial Strength number 2. That's pretty good. Not much else. That's number 3. Okay, we got 9 packs left. There hasn't really been much here I'm focusing on. Like, there's not much here to talk about. Oh, great. Arcana Force 21, the world. Insert your JoJo memes here. Those are 4 Simorgh. Oh, hello, Raikou! Nice to see you. Okay. We got something of note out of this. And Jinzo Returner and Jinzo Lord. So, the big thing we're really missing out on is Honest. That's realistically the biggest thing we're missing out on. I don't know if it's worth respinning. But to be fair, we are about to refill our redoer tickets again. Yeah, no, because we also didn't get a secret rare. I should also point that out. Raikou good, but I don't know. You know what? Screw it. Let's run it back. Well, no, one last redoer ticket for the GX era. As we say goodbye, we're gonna do one more go at Light of Destruction. See if we can do better. Fresh 24. Let's go. Alright, there's a Jane. There's a Dark Valkyria. There we go. Honest. And it's the Ghost Rare. Let's go. Alrighty. This was already worth it. Hey, we got our Substitute back. Hey, let's go. Oh, hey, we swapped out Fusion Monsters. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, we can't play this. We didn't pull Golem. Actually, I don't know if we re-pulled Golem or not. I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know if we can do that or not. I'll have to double check on that one. Hey, Batterman Industrial Strength's back. Light of Redemption. Pay 100 target one of your advanced light monsters. Add to target gear. Okay. But yeah, no. At this point, we got Honest. If we get, oh hey, look, a second one. If we get a redo on our Raikou, that'd be pretty good. But I'm not going to be too torn up about that one in particular. Oh, hey, a Lila. Okay, that's something. Second Industrial Strength. Okay, so... There it is. Okay. So we got 2 Industrial Strength, a Substitute. We lost the Raikou, which honestly, it's fine. We weren't really going to play Light Sworns, and it's just kind of an okay card. But we got Honest, which is pretty important. And we did get a Lila. I don't know what we're going to do with this, but it's there. I don't know when that gets reprinted, but we're going to see what we can do with this.
Alright, we're out here. Light of Destruction. This pack changes everything? Everything. Lady in White, though. I forgot that we were getting Skull Servant support in this set. Solar Recharge is a sick pickup. Substitute. There's some other Light Sworns. Batteryman Charger. Clouding Storm Dragon's a bad payoff to a bad archetype. Batteryman Industrial Strength. Another Charger. I don't want the world. Light Barrier. Maximum 6 is bad. Lumina is good, though. What is that? Oh, that's really bad. Okay, Magical Exemplar. Yo, we got the Ghost Rare Honest! That's nuts! We got 2 of the world. Here's another Lumina. 3 the world? Substitute. I mean, we didn't get what we wanted, but we at least got something. So let's add this to our collection and see what we can do. I'm glad I've brought you guys here today. We're here doing something fun. Something very fun. Actually, hold up, real quick. Actually, no, that's not a warrior. Never mind. So, this is a combination of a few things. So, if you've been watching, you know we've been on Chaos Monarch Fine. Neither here nor there, right? We have returned from the different dimension. We've got access to a really good dark pool. We can kinda play Dad Return. So let's give it a shot and see how it works. I will see you at the duels.
Okay, so here is our deck for Light of Destruction. So I want to, like, Dad is good, but right now we don't have a lot of things that made Dad busted. So we're kind of supplementing him into a Chaos Engine. Gonna give it one old college try before it becomes irrelevant. So let's do the card by card because we haven't played this deck in a while and we got some newcomers. We have Breaker back to be our second copy of MST because if my memory serves me correctly, if we go back on our handy dandy thing here, MST is at 1 in this time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, so yeah. Also, sidebar, this is a really cool feature that Dueling Book has. So yeah, but yeah, no, Breaker is here to be our MST. Card Trooper is to help fill up our graveyard with creatures to fuel things like either CED, Chaos Orc, or Dad. And speaking of them, CED is here again. CED will always be here for playing Chaos. Same thing with Chaos Orc. They're just pretty good on their own. We have 2 copies of Cyber Dragon because it is semi-limited at this point. Just being able to, it's a very good, it's the strongest going second card right now in the format. So yeah, it's got an ever-present home here, as well as being a light, because most machines at this point were Earth. DD Warrior Lady's back in the main board, and then we have Dark-Armed Dragon, just being the if we get this out, we win the game card. Right now, we're finally slotting in Dekoichi. We have finally slotted in this freaking thing. Just having a draw 1 on a set pass if we're going first. It's not bad. Again, Dark Machine, which is really why it's here. It's just another Dark Monster. We pulled the Honest, so we're going to play the Honest. We do have some things that Honest can buff up. Things like Cyber Dragon, things like Jane, things like Shining Angel. So it does have a place here, even Magical Merchant if things get rough. So I'm going to run it. I'm going to see how it goes. If not, we'll make changes. Speaking of Jane. Jane is a very powerful light monster, even outside of the Lightsworn engine, being able to turn itself into a 2100 just by attacking. It's very similar to Topaz Tiger in that regard. And then Milling 2 is, in this deck, it's an upside. So yeah, we only pulled 2, so we're only running 2. And Magical Merchant is also here to possibly fill up our graveyard as well. Do not let Bell fool you with how often they whiff on this thing. This is a very good card. Same thing with Moth. Being able to just return any spell and trap, or no, spell card from our graveyard to our hand, recycling things like, say, Pot of Greed, Earth's Charity. This card we'll get to in a second. And then we have things like our recruiters, like we have 2 Mystic Tomatoes, 2 Shining Angels, Zangan, which is Black Forest. You know what these all do. Night Assailant is here. We haven't played this card in a very long time, but I felt it was necessary considering the strategy we were going for, so I'm happy to slot it back in. And then we have Phantom Skyblaster. Phantom Skyblaster is a very interesting card. When it is normal summoned or flip summoned, you can special summon any number of Skyblaster tokens up to the number of monsters you control. So, at most you'd probably be getting is 2. Because you'll only ever have 2 spaces left if you're higher than 2. So you max out at 2. And then once per turn during your standby phase, you can inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each Skyblaster monster you control. So you're effectively you're capped out at 900 damage. It doesn't say that technically, but because you can run multiples, but realistically you're only ever going to have the 1. We have 2. I'm electing only to run 1 right now, so we'll see where that gets us. And then we have Spirit Reaper back in here just to be a wall, just to stop anything. We do still have Marshmelon, which I don't want to overextend on the lights because I do want to fuel Dark End Dragon. So, Dark End Dragon? No, Dark Armed Dragon. Jesus Christ. So that's why Spirit Reaper is here in place of Marshmelon. And then to our spells, we have Allure of Darkness. I was hesitant on this card initially because we just run Pot of Greed anyway, but having the Dark monsters in here gave me a reason to want to try it out. So we're gonna run it here. Dark Hold, Rest Charity, Monster Born, Typhoon, Pot of Greed, Pure Burial. Y'all know what they do. Painful Choice though is a card we have sideboarded a couple times, but never ran main board. But with here we have a reason to run it main board. We can effectively dump 2 lights and 2 darks once this thing resolves. And fuel both CED and Chaos Orc at the same time. Or if need be, if we say have Dark Arm Dragon in hand, dump 3 darks, 2 lights. Or force them to make a choice that will dump everything that we need to dump anyway. This card is very good. There's a reason why this thing is permanently banned. I did not see this thing ever coming off the list, ever. And then our trap cards. It's pretty much the same except for 1 card. So we have our Bottomless, our Magic Cylinders, our Ray Destructions, our Sakus, our Judgments, our Turn to Tribute. But like last time, we have a newcomer in the trap slot. And that is Return from the Different Dimension. This is a card that we pulled in either a Champion Pack or a Turbo... I'm getting ahead of myself. Tournament Pack. There we go. That was initially a movie promo. And what this does is you pay half your life points, you special summon as many of your banished monsters as possible. And during the end phase, you banish all the monsters that were special summoned by this effect. So, say we have a Dark Arm Dragon, and we had banished, let's say, Breaker, Tomato. And we use this effect 3 times, their defense are down, we flip up, return for the different dimension, and just wipe them out. So, pretty powerful card. This is also a card that's kind of banned forever. But aside from that, onto our sideboard, it is pretty similar to last time. We have the 3 DD Crow, the Exile Force, the Usurpation Grandmole, the Compulse, Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, but we have some new things to slot in, things like Jinzo. We are pretty trap heavy, both of us right now, so it's a pretty good include. Snipe Hunter is a okay card. It's a very high risk, high reward, but we might slot this in because it can fuel our graveyard pretty quickly. We have Book of Moon in here, just in case Bell has some shenanigans, stuff like that. We've moved Heavy Storm to the sideboard for right now, because most of the time Bell is pretty quick to pop off their spell and traps the moment they get, so having Heavy Storm most of the time is a dead draw. Slotted back in My Body's a Shield as protection, since we're running these high-end monsters, so we want to have some level of protection for them, as well as Mind Crush, because we've been playing against this pretty similar deck for Bell for a while, so I can pretty almost certainly have at least 40 to 50% chance of guessing something in their hand. So, with all that said and done, let's get to Light of Destruction. Light of Destruction. A set that seems really good on the face value, but other than that, not much really there.
You realize it's very stacked on the upper end, but 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna pull it.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, Substitute's in the rare slot.
Yeah, you got a point.
Woo!
Scissor Squad, you failed me.
I'll never betray you again, Paper Gang. I'm sorry. Oh, I wasn't drawing for turn last game, huh?
Oof.
Well, sometimes you brick no matter what, you know? No matter how many combo starters you have, no matter how many searchers you have, sometimes you manage to draw exactly 0 of them.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that is... Let's see it! Off the top, every time.
Yeah, baby. Let's see it. And now, For a card you probably weren't expecting.
What are you doing?
Joining us all the way from, I believe it was Spell Ruler.
Painful choice! Alright, do it.
We painful choicing out here.
I don't know why I don't have that in my deck, honestly.
I'm just gonna have these banished for this.
Yeah, just for simplicity's sake. Okay, tomato. Shining Angel. I already know which one I'm giving you.
Oh no.
Jane! Night Assailant.
And... It's 2 lights, 2 darks.
Yeah, no matter what, you're gonna get a light and a dark.
You only get 1.
What do you mean I only get 1?
You only pick 1.
I know. That's why I said no matter what, you're gonna have a light and a dark engraved.
Oh, I thought you said you're getting a light and a dark. I'm like, oh. Like, no, that's not how that works. This is a hard choice. Oh, wait, I don't need to even pick a monster. What am I doing?
Yeah, that's true.
Uh...
But I know you're on Chaos now, so that's something.
MST.
Alright, take the fucking Shining Angel. The rest go to grave.
Okay. And go to grave. Grave.
Shining Angel was actually the obvious choice.
You never know.
Alright, so let's see here. Ooh, wait, now I've got a few things I can do. Okay, okay. Now I get to do a big thing. That is very funny, but I shouldn't do that. I will do this, though. That is actually hilarious.
Okay.
Let's roll the dice, baby!
Pitch that card, baby.
I am.
Oh!
1 or a 6. Oh, I didn't roll a 1 or a 6. Goodbye. Now... Yeah, fun fact, I have an econ.
Yeah!
That's a hell of a thing to learn, by the way. Just dropping that one on you.
Yeah.
Since there's nothing really set right now of import, we'll roll it again.
Ha!
Dang it. Alright, alright. Well, instead, I guess I'll just Monster Reborn your Cyber Dragon.
Okay.
What a huge loss. And... Rain Control. I have 1,000,000 copies of this card. Give me that. Alright, I now hit you for a lot.
Is that 51?
21 and 15 makes 34. Right? Wait, no. Yes, yes.
Wait, no.
No, 36.
29. Wait.
You know what? I have a calculator up. Hold up. Math is hard, and I'm gay. I can't do math. It is 5,000 even.
Okay, I was off by 100.
Alright. Well, in phase, you get your Shining Angel back.
Put my shit back. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen.
So that is... Gosh, what is... Hold up.
It's 2450, isn't it?
2,900. There we go.
Okay.
This is actually continuous now? No.
Uh,
I mean, if you want to crash... Oh, there goes the Cyber Dragon.
Not quite. So we're gonna attack the Cyber Dragon.
Okay, so there goes the
Before...
Cyber.
Nah.
You're gonna. I pulled it too. So hold up.
So you're taking 15. Honestly,
yeah.
you gain because it's gained 2100.
Yeah, so I'll be taking 15.
Yeah, and that goes to Grave.
Yes, it does. All right. So,
Honest calculations are just easy because it's just whatever the base stat of the monster that got honest was.
yeah. I could spin it. I'm gonna summon this.
Alright.
Guess I'll spin it. We'll try to pop that DD Warrior Lady. And we get it! Sweet.
Alright.
Go for it.
To Grave.
Take your 100.
100. Question is, do I have another valid target?
Do you...
I mean, I technically do. It's not the best, but it's my only shot.
Oh.
I'd rather take 1100 than 14.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. It's a nail biter.
A little bit. A little bit.
Dueling book?
Actually, no. Nah, it's fine. I'm just thinking. I'm almost summon Shining Angel and pass.
Okay. That's a very bad pull, so I'm actually gonna... To Graveyard, let's spin it to pop that back row.
Ha!
Or not, I guess. Over your Shining Angel for 100?
Yeah, that's fine.
14 direct? Okay. And it doesn't get its effect because it's not destroyed by battle. Night Hunter puts in some fucking work.
Yeah.
Why have we not been running this card?
I know, right?
It's only at 1 right now, though.
Reborn.
Oh, I don't like that. That means I've lost, actually.
I think the
Not.
answer's
Who knows?
clear.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I take 6, unless you summon another thing.
Nah, I'm just attacking with the Cyber Dragon. Main phase 2.
There are a few top decks that do great work right now. That's not one of them. This deck is sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hyped about this deck.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Even though I lost, I still like it.
Yeah. I didn't really have much else to go off of.
Well, I should probably go first.
Be helpful. Okay.
Alright, so... Set. That would be fantastic in literally any other situation where I had drawn the rest of what it combos with.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have walled up. You know what? That's my mistake.
Card Trooper.
Alright. You gonna dupe? No, I'm joking. Oof.
Rough.
You got a light in the dark at least, but at what fucking cost?
3 cards.
At the cost of graceful charity.
Add. You know what I like about Card Trooper? It says when it's destroyed.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Okay, that's better. Just because I feared back row shenanigans.
Ah, fuck.
I was right to fear back row shenanigans.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Snipe Hunter.
Oh. Whiff. Whiff. Whiff.
Declare effective Hunter.
Whiff.
Discarding that. Discarding that.
Yeah! Whiff. 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 Dang it. I just want to use Dekoichi once. Oh, you have exactly 3 darks in Crave, huh?
Yeah, I didn't care if I whiffed or not.
Okay, 28 and 15.
Yep. Yeah,
Alright.
no, I didn't give a shit.
Alright. Anyways.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Anyways. Get Dad out of here. Alright. So, I guess we're resorting to Sangan beats.
It's like old times. So we're gonna just summon him out.
Oh, I wish you didn't.
Well, I'm gonna summon them.
Okay, so that's 1118, because it's gonna even out no matter which way I do the damage. Because no matter what, the damage is the same.
Yeah, that's right. Because it gains.
That's how math works.
It gains 300 during damage step.
Yeah. Well, then I should take 300 more.
Well, so no, you already did it because 18 into 1,000 isn't 1,100.
Yeah. See, I calculated the math the wrong way, so I do need to take another 300, and I know I do. The reason I did it that way. Yeah.
Cyber for yeah. Go to
Yeah, don't worry.
End phase, mill 2.
Trust me, I'm not trying to cheat myself out of damage. I would love to take less damage. Unfortunately, that's not an option here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. By the way, Sangan effect when it went to Grave.
Oh, yeah.
I mean... What am I going to add, though? I mean, I guess something with 1,500 or less attack.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't think anything saves me, though.
Are you not running Spirit Reaper still?
I am, but, Snipe Hunter. I don't know why I did Snipe Hunter instead of Spirit Reaper. Sometimes you live with your poor choices. Anyways, let's spin it.
You're just gonna risk it for the biscuit?
Let's spin it.
Fearmonger?
There's a reason for that. Do you want to know why Fearmonger, though? I have so many copies of Dasher. I own so many copies of Dasher.
That's fair. But yeah, no, you saw the dad. You saw the Honest, which is currently not in play.
Yeah, I need to put Honest in this deck. I have a fun card in this deck, though.
This card's almost on bench almost.
You can fix your graveyard if you go over data mount.
Oh, yeah. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just very handy in this format.
That's fair.
But, well, sometimes you risk it and you lose anyways.
It's like,
I think this is still a sick deck, though. I'm going to still try to make this deck work.
I was running another card that you haven't seen yet.
What? Yo! Phantom Skyblaster!
I pulled like 2 of these things that have duelist pack, Jesse.
I think I've got them too. Here, there's a few cards in my deck I haven't specifically shown you yet. First of all, of course, there's the return from the different dimension. because I like being evil.
Yeah.
What I haven't shown you is Crush Card.
Yeah, I have. I mean, we all have those from fucking Gold Series. I didn't have anything yet I wanted to do with Rush Cards. Yeah, Jinzo.
Denzo's good in this format. We play a lot of traps.
Yeah. I don't know if I have in my sideboard or not. If I don't, I'll have to change that.
We both play a lot of traps. I think he's worth it to main at this point.
Maybe. But yeah,
well,
no. I'm
next
finally
is
off. I'm finally off my losing streak.
Yeah? All it took was me taking a massive risk, although I think my last deck would have lost to this even harder.
That's entirely true. But yeah, no. Next up is the end of DM special, which will be Retro Packs 1 and 2, Duelist Packs Yugi Kaiba, and Dark Legends. You got 20 each of those.
Heck yeah.
And then after that, we move on to 5Ds. That's going to be insane.
That's going to be fun.
Oh, absolutely. But until then, we'll see y'all next time.